What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We're jumping back into the 350 million global downloads reached worldwide celebration grand departure campaign part 1. Woo, baby. It's getting longer every single video. I want to discuss something very interesting because we've gotten some teasers. We've gotten some leaks, actually, and some other prior information about part 2 of the campaign. But obviously we knew part 2 stuff was coming out. It's what they left, it's what they didn't talk about, it's what they didn't discuss coming in part 2, which leads me to the conclusion that this campaign will have a part 3.
Hit my thought. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my home.
Hey, before we get into the video, I just want to give a shout out to this month's members. I appreciate all of you guys. And if you want to contribute to the channel, but you don't want to have to sign up for a monthly payment type of thing, you can go into any one of my videos, this one included, and scroll down here to the thanks button. This is actually really cool. You're able to contribute, leave a highlighted comment below, and have a nice little animation on the YouTube video. Or you can just watch, subscribe, and like.
So let's quickly go over what they did announce in the in-game news, because it's a lot of hype stuff, and it's stuff that we figured was going to come, and it's stuff that we didn't really know, but obviously it's a welcome surprise, right? So, new story event. Fated History, the Saiyan in Rebellion. Recruit Krillin to your team and Dokkan awaken him to transcend the UR limit. So this is going to be a Vegeta event, which is very interesting. Story: after the grueling battle with Frieza, Vegeta had lost his life. As his consciousness drifted to the entrance of the other world, the prince recalled the violent, massacre-ridden moments that composed his past life. Event details: recruit preparations made before the final battle Krillin to your team and Dokkan awaken him. So here is the new Krillin. This is the SSR form of him, so it is going to be very, very weak. Attack and defense 40%, plus an additional attack and defense 20% when performing a super attack. Medium chance, keep in mind that's going to be multiplied. It's going to be added multiplicative. Yeah. Medium chance of evading enemies' attacks, so that's a 30% chance to dodge, plus an additional 20% defense up to 40 with each attack evaded. So once that 30% dodge kicks in, he's going to gain an additional. So that looks like it just infinitely stacks, no? Up to 70% dodge. Wow. That is really strong. So I don't think that would change when he Dokkan awakens, unless if like that medium chance goes up to a 50% chance, and then like the attack and defense 40% goes up to like 80%, and the additional attack and defense 20% goes up to like 40%, something like that, right? And then there's the Dokkan awakening, Krillin Vegeta. Which, where is this from? Is this from when they were about to fight the Ginyu Force? Was Vegeta there? I'm trying to remember, because Krillin and Gohan fight Guldo, and then Vegeta comes in at the end and just finishes the boy off. Yeah, I don't really remember. Is this when they were gonna fight Frieza? I don't know. Anyway, let's go here. Yeah, he actually didn't have the Saiyan armor during the Ginyu Force fight. Now that I remember, he was actually in just his normal outfit. Am I wrong on that? So this would have been when they were about to fight Frieza. Okay, event period, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so this is going to be really cool. But this is the first thing that kind of leads me to believe that a part 3 is coming, because they're announcing a Dokkan Awakening for this character in part 2, which is cool, right? They're releasing a new character and his Dokkan Awakening in part 2. And it makes me think that an Extreme Z Awakening, Extreme Z area, will be available in part 3. So that makes a lot of sense, right? Next up, Extreme Z area, Ginyu Force Saga. Okay, this is like the biggest one for me. It's like this is the biggest indicator, the biggest red flag. Not necessarily a red flag, but it's like just waving to us like, hey, part 3 is coming. Like, can you notice it? Can you see what's going on here? And it's very, very obvious, right? Event details. Pride of the Fastest One, Burner, and Pride of the Force, Jace, can be Extreme Z awakened with the awakening medals obtained in the new stages. Okay. That's interesting. Burner, Jace. A lot of awakening medals. Yep, going up to 140 and Super Attack 15, and then 140 and Super Attack 15. And okay, that's pretty fascinating, right? That's pretty cool. Hey, why is Ginyu here? Why is Intelligence Ginyu chilling here, yet he doesn't have an Extreme Z area in part 2? So that is like the biggest just, hey, part 3 is coming. Part 3 is coming. We're doing 2 at a time. And so what is going to end up happening is in part 3, Intelligence Ginyu will get his Extreme Z Awakening from this same stage. And then most likely, LR Ginyu Goku will get an Extreme Z battle. And it may be one of those LR Extreme Z battles where it's only 10 levels. That may be the case. And it might be difficult. You most likely will have to bring the Ginyu Force, but it'll still be difficult. Or it may even be, you have to bring Planetamic Saga units to take out LR Goku Ginyu. But it might still be challenging. I can kind of see that happening, right? Just like they did with LR Broly, just like they did with, LR Gohan, etc., etc. Those new Extreme Z battles. So that would be very, very fun. You have 2 of those, right? You have the extra stage for the Extreme Z area, and then boom, you have the LR Goku Ginyu getting his Extreme Z Awakening, and then that LR Ginyu Force squad would be meta as hell to take on pretty much all content. Because in case you guys don't remember, when the Ginyu Force first came out, they were free to play, but they were good enough to clear out all available content in the game. Because back then, the most challenging stuff was like Boss Rush. Obviously, since they added, Legendary Goku event, and they added Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road, and, this and that, and, all these other difficult events, Out of Destruction event, they fell off hard. But now, with all of them getting Extreme Z Awakened, you're going to be able to beat, for example, like with a full Ginyu Force team, you'll be able to beat the new collection of epic battles, right? I have no doubt in my mind. I'm sure some of you are able to do it with some of the Ginyu Force members, right? So can't wait to see what an entire squad of Extreme Z Awakened Ginyu Force members looks like, and then in the future, Team Bardock. And then, what is going to be the next squad that they bring in? Let me know in the comments down below. What 5-man team are they going to bring in? Is it going to be like the Z Warriors? Is it going to be a Cybermen team? A Cell Warrior team? They could bring like Spopovich, Yamu. Who are the other 2? Not Pui Pui, but that was in the Frieza saga. Who's the dude that Vegeta destroys? Like those Majin guys, is that what they're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, what's the next squad? Oh, bro, Shenrons? There's 7 of them, but that would be sick. Anyway, collection of epic battles, new stages. New stage for part 2. So again, that's why I think they're going to add another stage on top of that for part 3. A new stage will be added to the challenge event, collection of epic battles. Complete all the missions related to the newly added stage to obtain the new support memory, Warrior Awakened through Fury. By the way, this is such a fire support memory. Like, this looks so cool. We don't know what it does yet, but this is like such an iconic scene. Collect 100 Warrior Awakened through Fury and you'll be able to use it. This is really, really dope, right? And then it just makes me laugh because then you have, do I not have it up? All right. So there's another one, which is like a support memory for Gohan crying. It's just like, what is this? Anyway, new stages of story event. All right. So this is kind of like the last thing we'll talk about here. New stages to this Zarbon event, this Emperor's Intentions event. Boom. Zarbon's getting a Dokkan Awakening. Super sick. Zarbon and Dodoria. Absolutely love it. So he's going to be awakening from his level 100 to 120. But remember, guys, like, Dokkan doesn't just introduce free-to-plays and just, like, says, here you go, we're done. we're done. I fully expect them to, obviously they're adding these two, right? They'll most likely, this will be the Extreme Z Awakenings, right? And then in part 3, they'll have Ginyu, Goku Ginyu, Zarbon and Doria get a Dokkan Awakening, Vegeta and Krillin, or I'm sorry, not a Dokkan Awakening, an Extreme Z Awakening, Vegeta and Krillin get an Extreme Z Awakening, and then that free-to-play physical Goku that got a Dokkan Awakening should also get an Extreme Z Awakening. So all in all, we can see 5 EZAs in part 3. And that would make sense because it would make up for the lack of like new characters, new story events, things of that nature, right? They just bombard us with Extreme Z Awakenings. So that would be really awesome. That would be really, really cool. And I think a lot of people would be very happy with it, on top of another stage for a collection of epic battles, maybe some new Super Battle Roads, maybe more missions for the GT Legendary Goku event, maybe more missions for Extreme Super Battle Road. Who knows, right? They can just add whatever they want. Or even, new missions for Guided Destruction event, whatever the case is. Those don't really line up with this thematically, but who knows what they can do, right? But they can do a lot. So I'm super excited about it. We shall see what happens. And, oh, by the way, what am I talking about? It's not 5. It's actually 6. It's 6 EZAs because I completely forgot that Frieza, the little Frieza boy down here, got his Extreme Z Awakening. Where is he? There he is. Goku will also get his Extreme Z Awakening. So, but that's going to happen in part 2. They just haven't announced that yet. And they may even announce like some of these Extreme Z Awakenings that I'm saying, like particularly for the physical Goku. I can see them doing the Extreme Z area for him in part 2 and just not announcing it yet. And then saving everything else for part 3. But we got to wait and see. They're leaving a lot of stuff on the table, and I can't imagine that they're just going to forget about it. Like, what would make sense to only have 4 Ginyu Force members EZA? That wouldn't make any sense at all. So definitely expect part 3. I can't wait for it. If you think otherwise, or if you agree with me, let me leave a comment down below. You already know what to do. You also got to follow the channel to keep up with all the late breaking news. You can do that by clicking the blue join button, become a boomer champion like Joe V, or gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly kiss the like button. As always, it's Periodic. See y'all in the next video.